Good morning, poppers. Say it back. Thank you. Welcome to Freshly Popped, a daily show examining pop culture headlines so you don't have to. Today is March 5th, 2026, and I'm Sequoia Holmes.
And I'm Ryan Graham.
And today we're losing it over Britney Spears' DUI arrest, Jamie Lee Curtis not being able to keep a secret, and Rob Rausch finally being trustworthy. Should we jump
That's
right in
right.
with
Let's do
Britney?
it. Yeah. Miss Britt, that was this morning. Just announced. Breaking news.
This is pretty breaking. So
Mm-hmm.
TMZ is reporting Britney Spears was arrested in Ventura County, California, Wednesday night for a DUI around 9:30 p.m. She has since been released, but I have some additional context on this arrest. So her arrest comes just after she was granted a permanent restraining order against a Louisiana man who randomly showed up at her LA home after allegedly sharing several, quote, disturbing social media posts. The 51-year-old man, his name is Donald, has been harassing her online since 2013, according to Britney's court filing. He was also arrested for trespassing at her residence in 2025. The man was spotted by Britney's security team, who then called the sheriff's department. Deputies came and they found him shaking at the scene, smoking cigarettes. At the time of his arrest, Donald exhibited odd behavior and made several incoherent comments. Britney says she has no idea who Donald is, has absolutely no relationship with him. And the docs also state Donald has, quote, long and concerning criminal history, including convictions for criminal trespassing and aggravated assault in 2019. They say he was charged with burglary and harassment and faced accusations in court over cyber stalking and a DUI. So it seemed, I don't know what's going on, but Brittany was arrested for her DUI
This happened. So
shortly after she was
they're
granted a restraining order against this man.
these things are like back to back, but not necessarily connected.
Not
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 yet,
connect
right?
not connected that we know
Hmm.
of, but back to back. Could it
Interesting.
be
Yeah.
that Brittany was celebrating her win and
Oh.
getting that restraining order, granted against that man? He has to stay 100 yards away from her, which doesn't feel like a big enough
Enough.
distance to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
yards, you need to stay miles away from me. Like, if you know I'm going to be within a mile radius, you cannot be present.
Also, it's weird that he like is stalking her for over a decade. I feel like 100 yards is not enough, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we need to be putting him in jail because he has a history of doing bad things, and it's been a decade
Agreed.
of this. So, like, it feels like this is not nearly enough. But yeah, a lot going on for Britney. I feel like she consistently has had like trials and tribulations and turmoil throughout her life, and it's sad that like even now that she is like quote unquote free, it is like still in the thick of having mess in her life. I just want her to have some peace,
100%.
some freedom, and some quiet. You know what I
So
mean?
bad. Like, I really just want her to like have a good life going forward. Is that too much to ask? So, also for reference, DUI just means driving under the influence. It doesn't necessarily mean under the influence of alcohol. And when we
Hmm.
look, this is me, I'm putting on my tinfoil hat now. When we look
Please do.
at Britney's history, she's been drugged more or less, like by her family. The people around her have put things in her system. uh, could it be that she could have been driving? First of all, I didn't imagine that Britney Spears drove, but I
I
mean, okay,
Yeah, I feel like she have a driver, or I would imagine she would have a driver. Like the thought of Britney Spears driving does in some way feel odd, but maybe now
agree,
she wants. I mean, maybe like now that she has more autonomy, it is like the freedom to drive.
right,
Before she probably had less ability to do things for herself, and maybe she's like, because I can, I do drive.
right.
But I do agree that the thought of Britney Spears behind the car feels like, what? What do you mean you're driving?
Something feels not right. Like she's driving, she gets the DUI. It feels like I have the tinfoil on, but it feels like a setup. I don't
You
know. Something
think?
feels weird to me about this. Like Britney hasn't
Huh?
had a legal issue since the early 2000s
True.
when she had her kids taken. She lost
Hmm.
custody of her kids and went to Kevin Federline, piece of trash, horrible man, can't
Hmm.
stand him. But yeah, she's been like fairly no, she's not been out of the public eye, but she hasn't had any legal hiccups
Yeah,
since then. So
controversy
this feels
free in this
very
way.
random.
Yeah, it does. I guess it feels random, but I also feel like what would be the setup? Like, who is setting her up and why now? Like, I feel like to me, it feels like it's so far removed from like her dad, like the conservatorship being broken that I don't see like that's where the 10-3 hat would be lost for me. It's like I don't see where the connection would be and why now.
I'm deep in the tinfoil,
Please
but
do, yeah.
I'm deep in it. I'm deep in it. So I'm not saying it makes sense. I'm saying something
Oh,
feels off
got you.
to me. And her dad, I mean, her dad had controlling her life for so long. First of all, her stalker coming from Louisiana
Yeah,
to
it's weird.
LA to stalk her dad could easily get to Britney. You know what I mean? Like the random man from Louisiana getting to LA into her house. Britney Spears' dad could easily get to her. One. Two, it feels like he is a bad and vindictive man. As
Her
he
dad?
had her under,
Sure.
yeah, had her in a conservatorship the whole time. And then there's Jamie Lee Spears. Because we don't trust her either. Because we don't trust Jamie as far as we can throw her either.
Sure.
I don't
Fair.
remember what she was in the headlines for recently, but she was in the headlines within the last 6 months on some Britney Spears related thing.
Didn't she release a
And
book or something? Something crazy.
she released a book or something, or yeah, Britney Spears said that even her
Sure.
sister treated her like trash or something like that. Nobody's above
I
me
feel
looking
that.
at you sideways when it comes to Brit Brat.
I mean, obviously, this is a developing story, and you have your pin board with all of the things behind you. So we
100%.
will, as this develops, we will get more details. But yeah, one Jamie Lee that's not trustworthy to another Jamie Lee that's not trustworthy.
Hello.
Jamie Lee Curtis. At least this is untrustworthy in a light, fun-hearted way.
Right.
So did Jamie Lee Curtis spill the beans on the season 5 ending of The Bear? Recently, she posted a carousel of photos of her on set saying, "We finished strong, surrounded by an extraordinary crew and group of writers and producers and scene partners on a show that Chris Storer created, completing the story of this extraordinary family that we all have fallen in love with. So basically, she posts that as her like, I'm done with this show, blah blah blah, and also saying dot dot dot, this is over. But that is before there was ever an official announcement from FX, from the creators, from anyone else in the cast. And she posted this 2 weeks ago. So for 2 weeks, people have been like, wait, what? What do you mean this is ending? And then it's recently that like a lot of outlets are getting confirmations. Again, no like official statements, but more outlets now are starting to report that yes, in fact, the show will end with season 5.
Wow.
But it's still like sources say, so it's still up in the air. But it's all stemming from Jamie Lee Curtis on like on her Instagram post. So she was also walking the red carpet this past weekend, and Access Hollywood asks her about it, and they're like, hey, you posted this carousel and you had this caption that made it seem like it was ending, and her response on the red carpet is, everybody's confirmed the show's ending. I don't understand why that's such unless I'm going to get a call from all the people saying, you just told everybody. I think everyone understood that it was going to be the last season of the show. She said, and if it isn't, then I've just completely blown it.
Wow.
So she's
This
just
is
very
so
like lighthearted and cavalier about it.
this is so auntie, so grandma, you know, like I'm like, yeah, of course she did this. And of course she doesn't really care. She's Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay.
You know, she's like, yeah, whatever. You guys knew the show was going to come to an end. It's 5 seasons. Like, okay.
Like, you're fine. Like, she was like, in my contract it said 5, and so I was like, that's done.
Right. She said, that's over. That's canceled. Sue me.
Right.
If you must, sue me.
Yeah, it is very much like I am Hollywood royalty. I like, you can't really do anything to me.
Right.
And then honestly, I feel like this is fun, like press and buzz around it. Like I feel like it's shows that have controversies around them, especially like lighthearted ones. It gets people talking about the show again, yada yada yada. And obviously, we're ramping up for the season 5 premiere this summer. So I guess she's getting us in the mood to talk about it, and then also talk about her. I need to catch up on season 4. I watched the first 3 seasons of The Bear, and then when 4 was airing, I was like, I'll come back to it. But I have not finished season 4, and this put it back on my mind to like, oh, I need to get back to this show. Did you fall off?
I think I totally fell off The Bear. I definitely remember really liking season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I halfway liked season 2. And then I had no interest in coming back for season 3. I think that's what happened. And then I didn't even know that they had a 4th season, did not know that season 5 was coming on. I think I totally fell off with that. What's been going on in The Bear?
So they obviously the restaurant opens, and then it's more family. They start to focus more on the drama and the backstory of Jamie Lee coming around. She is like very, she's
she was
the
like a
matriarch
drunk
of the family, or matriarch of the family, and she's like a drunk. And so it's like then they switch more to like her now being actively in part of it, because like in the beginning of the show she was more flashbacks.
She was just a flashback.
Shows up to the actual restaurant, and like she is there more often, and it's like the family falling apart and then like the death of the brother. So they deal with more family stuff. It gets out of the restaurant and into the personal lives of everyone in it way more. Where the first one is like we are in the restaurant the whole time.
Right.
So it's
Okay,
way
I really
more
like
family
that.
drama.
Maybe I'll
Yeah.
like get back into it because I prefer that. I did like the restaurantness of it all, but I was really interested in that Jamie Lee Curtis storyline when they did that Thanksgiving episode in season 1 or 2. I don't remember what
Yes.
season it was, and they flashed back and like a car runs into the building
Yeah.
and into
Crazy.
their family home. And spoilers, FYI, the show been out for some years. I don't know at this point. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, but the show been out for some years. But yeah, it was like a lot going on. I was like, whoa, I really do want to lean in there, and I'm glad that they did take that angle. Good to know.
I agree because I feel like for me, a lot of it was too much caught up on the restaurant where I was like, how can you keep this going? Because after the restaurant opens, it's like, well, that's done. And so, right, the pivot into the family, it was like a good backdoor into like a family drama.
Right.
But yeah, I just love that Jamie Lee. This reminds me of when Tom Holland accidentally spilled that everyone died in Marvel. Like it's just
Oh
very. I love when
my
celebrities have those moments where they're just like humans. And
They're
just
just
like, oh yeah,
humans.
everybody died.
Yeah. Oh my
Or
God.
Mark Ruffalo also had one. He was like, "Oh, you should wait to the end of this one. Everyone dies." And Don Cheadle's like, "Dude, like." And again,
I
there could be
remember that.
actors and they are acting, and like it could have been a bit, but
Sure.
it felt so real because Mark Ruffalo looked very scared. He was
That
like,
did
"Oh,
feel
did I just
really
get in
real.
trouble?"
Yeah. I
It's
know.
very
I
scary.
wonder if they actually get in trouble for making accidental spoilers like that. Like if it doesn't feel malicious, I can't
No,
imagine. I can imagine that they're in like real trouble.
no.
But maybe
I can,
Marvel's like, we're not really putting him in anything else because he didn't know how to keep his mouth closed.
but I feel like at that point, if you're the Incredible Hulk and or Spider-Man, they can't really replace you, not
Right.
really. And
Yeah.
then it might be one of those things where there's like a rumor that now they give Tom Holland like minimal scripts, like they give him like you get what you need to know,
That's
so you can't
so
spoil. Which
funny.
is funny.
They said
'Cause
you're
they're
not
like,
getting anybody else's lines. You're getting just your lines. We'll tell you how to act it. No, you're not going to understand the
you won't
context. We don't
know.
care. We
Listen,
will tell you how to
sorry.
act it. That's so
That is
funny.
funny.
Also a little bit embarrassing. It's like, damn,
Yeah.
you now you got it getting handled with kitty gloves at your
Hey,
job because nobody
but
trusts you.
apparently he can't keep a secret though, because if he's married, he learned quickly how to keep some secrets. He can't keep
Hello.
nothing a secret. So I
Let
don't
me tell
know.
you, I saw a report that he popped out in public without his ring on 3 days prior to Law Roach claiming that they had gotten married. And I'm like, I'm not understanding why this is news. As an engaged girly who regularly forgets my ring, y'all would hate me as a famous person. Y'all would
Also,
always be like, oh my God, did they break up? Is something wrong? No, I forgot it.
do men wear engagement rings? Because if they aren't confirmed to be married, why would he be wearing a ring? You know what I
Oh,
mean?
you know
He
what? So
wouldn't.
maybe the story was so maybe the
Yeah.
story was they went back and looked at recent pictures of him having popped
Ah.
out. And while Zendaya did have a wedding band in addition to her engagement ring that everybody already knew about, Tom still wasn't wearing a ring. And so people maybe were like, so we're confused. Like maybe Law is joking. Maybe
Ah.
this is a troll because
Sure,
he's not
sure.
wearing a wedding ring. Okay.
Sure.
That
Yeah,
might
because
be
I'm
more
like,
to it.
also I wonder, like, depending on what he's doing, because if you're like, if he is currently filming, he might just be like, I'm in character and my character is not married, and thus I
Right.
do not have my wedding ring on. They're both
Hello.
also actors, so like you would probably see actors without rings quite a bit, just because
Right.
like, what are they do? What context are you seeing them? And maybe
It was like a
they're on set.
paparazzi picture. So he might have been
Oh,
on, yeah, he might have been
yeah.
coming from work or going to work. Like
Sure.
you
Yeah.
never know. Okay.
Yeah, interesting.
Also, last night, Rob Rausch and Maura Higgins appeared on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen.
Oh yeah.
Rob goes and brings out a Birkin bag. He actually bought that girl a Birkin bag. He puts on
did.
some gloves, grabs the signature orange Hermes box from behind the sets bar. Maura says, quote, "This is my win. I knew I'd have my moment. The bag he got her is a burgundy Hermes Togo Birkin 30 with gold hardware, and it's priced at $1,600. Now,
$60,000.
$16,000. See, my brain wouldn't even curl all the way over to think about a bag being $16,000. Now, there's a little bit of drama and speculation around this here bag. A
Oh.
Threads user by the name of culture etc underscore claims that Rob did not buy that bag. They say, quote,
Oh.
Rob did not buy the Birkin from Hermes. He went to a luxury resale shop. He was photographed leaving the store, posted on Instagram tagging the store, and gave it to Maura on Watch What Happens Live. The bag was gifted. Verbally thanked the brand by name in the video, tagged them in 4 stories. The bag was gifted, is what they're saying. So he ain't even come about the $1,600, $16,000 for this bag.
It's honestly that makes the most. The entire time they've been on this whole run for even in the reunion, they were talking about the Birkin bag. They won't stop talking about it, and I'm like, this is so much good press for Hermes that I wasn't surprised that Hermes didn't just go, here, take the
Here,
bag. And
right.
like, of course he didn't. I fully believe that he went there, got this from this store, and then gifted it to her, but he didn't lose any money. Because I remember seeing her one post. She was walking out of Watch What Happens Live with a shirt that says "I'm dumb," and the
That's so
bag.
funny to me.
It is and it isn't, because I'm like, dot dot dot.
You are.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Like
Right.
again, I want to clarify. I don't think that Mara is dumb in real life. I don't think that she's a dumb person. I do think she was dumb in this game. In context of the traders, yes, you are dumb. Like that,
Yeah.
you did dumb things. You played dumb things. I cannot
Yeah.
speak to how smart you are as a person, but. Yeah, that didn't help. I'm dumb. Yeah, because I still think you also got a gifted Birkin bag. Like he still has $220,000, and you got a gifted bag.
Yep.
The other aside I have from this is that I remember the photos of Rob walking out of the Birkin or out of the store with it.
Yep.
Why was Jake Shane there?
I was about to say now also here come Jake Shane,
What?
therapist with Rob Rausch walking out this luxury consignment store. Yeah, Jake Shane just be everywhere. He was on the news yesterday. He with Rob today. Like, I don't know what's good with Jake Shane. I need to get like him.
It just didn't make sense to me. I'm like, what a random pair.
Yeah.
I know that Jake is doing the play in New York right now, so I get why he is in New York. Those two together make
no sense. They don't seem aligned at all. Rob does not seem like he would like Jake Shane.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I agree. Rob seems way too calm and chill, and Jake feels like he would be like high energy, a high energy person.
Right.
And like without a shared history, I'm like, why would you two be together without anyone else? Like it just feels like a very random pair.
Agree.
Like I could totally see Jake wanting to hang out with Rob. I do not see a world where Rob's like, yeah, let's do that.
Agree.
Unless it's literally he's like, sure. Like you know what I mean? Like if like
100%. He's like, okay, sure, you can come with me to the luxury store to get this Birkin bag. Drake. Rob also says that Lisa Rinna helped him get that Birkin bag. So, excuse me. Maura wanted that specific Birkin bag, the Togo Birkin 30, the burgundy one. Like she specified, she told him which bag she wanted. As I mentioned yesterday, you can't just go into Hermes and be like, hey, can you give me the gold, whatever. Maybe Rob could because he just won Traders and it's been
especially
such a whatever.
Now.
Perhaps he could, right? But generally, you can't really do that. So it does make sense that he had to go to a separate luxury store in order to get that specific bag. And I'd imagine Lisa Rinna probably has a lot more connections about how to get specific Birkin bags and, how to do all that type of stuff. So she probably made the connection with that store. He probably did have to do some brand deals, some little, whatever, in order to make sure he doesn't have to come off of $16,000 because I just crunched the numbers. $16,000 is 7% of his total earnings. And that's 7% of pre-tax total earnings. You know what I mean? So that's much too high of a percentage to me. I'm giving you 7% of my total. 7 is crazy. 7% of my total. Yeah. That's way too much. I'm not doing that. That's nuts. Especially my pre-tax. Tax gonna take 30. So now 37%, 40% is gone. No.
It is very funny. I guess to me it doesn't seem that high considering her sorry, I'm so sorry. Considering her embarrassment. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think it's that like he dragged her around for 6 months and like is being embarrassed, so I don't think it's that high.
Clearly he knows too high too because he ain't come up off it.
Well, my other thought is like the fact that this is also likely a brand deal. Not only did he not pay for it, he also probably got paid to do this.
You think so? Wow, that is insane. So
I think he made more money. I think because like not only do I think it was gifted, the fact that if he tagged them, because I saw the photos, I didn't realize it was in his story. If he tagged them and got paid to do this, 100%. Not only did he not buy the bag, he probably made an additional like $50,000-$60,000. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. And also, it's probably so true.
I hope to believe that she also is a part of this brand deal and also made some money because she's like literally carrying the bag around.
I hope
love to believe that. But if not only did he trick her on the show, he tricked her outside of the show and made money off of gifting her a thing. And I'm like, so then again, when we come back to am I dumb? Yes.
Continuing to get paid off of her stupidity. And that would really annoy me. Now, here's another angle that I want your take on. We just found out Rob is in a relationship for only 2 months, but we just found out he's in a relationship. I don't know how I would feel as Rob's girlfriend. Granted, she's not influencery. She is a regular girl. She's beautiful, but like she's not an influencer.
Right.
I don't really know how I would feel about my man quote unquote buying, because we don't know if it's bought or gifted. It's gifted, but we don't know for sure. I don't know
Right.
how I would feel about my man buying another woman a Birkin, especially if he didn't buy her a Birkin. I want a Birkin. Like you would have
Well,
to be
yeah.
purchasing, you would have to be purchasing two Birkins. Like if you're
I,
gonna do it, and even then, I wouldn't love it. Like I'm like, what do you mean you're getting the girl that I watched you flirt with and hold hands with and act
pick
like
up,
y'all was
spin
on a
around.
bachelor
Yeah.
date? Yeah, and pick up and spin around like you talking about you gonna buy her a Birkin because you won on a game show that you had to lie and deceive to a billion other people on the game show too. What's special about her?
I feel like it is the natural end to the storyline, and I feel like
Mm-hmm.
at this point he's a performer and an actor, so it'd be just like if Garrick's character in a show had to. That's how exactly how I look at it. If Garrick's
So
character
if I was
had
looking
to
at it like
buy,
that, she's not getting the Birkin. Because I'm like,
oh,
if it's
because you're
my
right,
man,
in
if it
real
is
life
quite
it's not.
literally
Well,
Garrett,
hey,
she's not getting the Birkin. I don't know what to tell you. I will
my
though.
thought, so two things. My other thought is like from what I remember hearing reports, because like Rob has been popping up around Kansas City a lot, so they believe that his girlfriend is from Kansas City. Like
I've heard
Dumois and
that.
like a couple of like gossip like blogs are speculating that she is, and I'm like, that is, you're not gonna just walk around Kansas City with a Birkin. Like that's just not a thing. I think we
Yeah.
are also thinking with like a very West Coast, like, but like you don't. So I can imagine her
Well, I
not
would
being
imagine
like,
she leaves. I would imagine like she's probably gonna
sure,
move to New
no, I
York
meant
since
that, but
he's in New York.
I meant more of like the being like you have to also give me one. I can imagine like being like you don't have to do that.
Oh,
Like I'm not saying
understood.
no
Like
girls
I
from
don't need a
Missouri.
Birkin.
Yeah, like that's fine. Like I could, yeah. I get why
I
like
get
someone getting
it.
a her not like it makes a
Yeah,
little bit more sense.
sure.
Also he didn't. I really, especially after this, I don't think he bought it. Like I
He
think he
didn't.
literally
He
shut
really
up for a
didn't.
photo op.
But I don't like the optics of it. Either way, like I'm like, no, the
What?
girl that I watched you pick up and spin around and talking about Rob, oh my God, you're an asshole, like blah, 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 because she was madly in love with you, and the only
Yeah,
thing that she requests at the end of you betraying her is a Birkin. I'm sorry, your love story's over. You're not.
that's
That feels like a continuation to me. It feels like a will they, won't
well,
they plot line to
yeah,
me.
correct.
And no, there is no will they, won't they. They
It's a
won't. I
they're
promise
going
you.
for Beyond the Turret. It's like you know how they did Beyond the Villa. This is Beyond the Turret. This is
It's
like they're
very much beyond the turret.
they're setting up a reality show.
It's absolutely beyond the turret and not on my watch. I promise you
Like
that. You're
that's what
not
it
getting
is.
out the turret with my man, not on my watch. I don't
That's
like it.
funny.
And
The other thing is like,
also,
yeah.
go for it.
The other thing is like I remember them sitting on the couch. It was Eric, Maura, and Rob, and they were talking about like Mara was like, "Yeah, I've been celibate for a year," and I didn't like Rob's response because he was kind of like, huh. Like he laughed in a weird way where I was like, I don't like
Hello?
how
He
you're
left like he knew something we didn't know.
right, and I didn't
Said,
like it. And
huh?
like
What?
I would yell at him if I was Maura. Like, what do you mean?
100%. Yeah, no, I've been celibate for a year. And he makes that face. And she's like, well, why are you making that face? You didn't know that she was celibate? And he's like, no, I didn't know that. Okay, Robert.
Yeah,
Why
I'm
would you
like,
need to
don't.
know it? Why are you implying anything? Because it very much gives you've been inside her recently.
Yeah. It was very much like a laugh, like you're lying right now. And I'm like, and he's
Right.
also, even if I am, you shut the fuck up
He's
because
so
you have,
messy.
yeah.
Let me see Rob Rausch's sign because oh my God, that
I'm
is
gonna
messy
guess
behavior.
a water sign. I'm gonna guess Pisces or Scorpio. That's
Okay.
gonna
I
be
can
my
definitely see
guess.
Scorpio. That makes so much sense. Let's see. Oh, he is a Virgo.
Gemini.
He is a
Oh, that also tracks actually. Yeah,
Virgo.
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I'm like, sure. Yeah, sure. That's why he was so cold and calculated and able to do that to people. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well,
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
I hope
Crazy, but
Mara
I mean,
really enjoys her Birkin because remember earlier we did see that she had a Birkin already, or she was walking around with a black Birkin. Remember?
oh, yeah, I know, and that's what I'm saying. But I forgot you can rent them. But yeah, like she did. Either way, she was walking around New York this week with one. So, and that was the one I was like, oh, maybe Rob already did it. And I was even thinking that I was like, I'm surprised they didn't make a show of this. And then thus last night on Watch What Happens Live, they did make a show of a Birkin, the Birkin she wanted. But now I'm
Right.
like, so you just have two, which is possible. I mean, maybe you do.
I mean,
Mars
yeah,
worth
people have a
money. Like,
collection
yeah,
of Birkins. People have a wall of Birkins.
hey, that's fair. But yeah,
Do you
I
like
was.
Birkins? Like when you
I
look at the
mean,
bag, do you like it?
I think literally people like them. Sorry, when I see them, they just seem like a regular, normal bag. It is not ugly by any means. It's not like a ill why. It's just like oh yeah, plain. I think if we didn't know what a Birkin was, I think less
Yeah.
people would like it. You know what I mean? Like it's a very
Yeah.
regular bag. Like
Yeah.
it's cute-ish, cute enough. What do you think?
There's
Do you like
some
them?
I do like them, but I'm just like looking at them right now because the internet has this thing where they're like, that's a Marshall's TJ Maxx ass bag. Like lots of people don't feel like it is an
Oh,
attractive bag. And
Marshall
I'm
TJ
like,
is
I
funny to me.
do like it, but as I'm looking
Yeah,
at the multicolor, it depends. It really depends. I like the croc skin one the
and
most.
I was just about to say I like the croc skin. the black and like the worn leather, like the brown, like
Yeah,
the
like the
like
worn leather, like a little, yeah, like the
yeah,
worn
yeah.
leather ones. But yeah, just the standard colorful, like
No, I
blue, green, like
actually
I
hate the
actually
color.
don't like those.
Actually,
Yeah, I'm actually
yeah.
looking at them like, oh, I don't like that.
I
Yeah, I
think
would
the one
need,
Mara, the two that we saw Mara with are the ones. I'm like, yeah,
I
that maroon
agree.
is nice and the black one is nice. I think
I
the
agree.
colorful ones are
Yeah.
silly.
Yeah.
Like,
The
yeah,
colorful
it
ones is
feels
like, oh, you just
tasteless.
wanted to own a Birkin. If someone wanted to buy me a colorful Birkin, would I take it? Yes. You know why? Because Birkin bags
Shades,
appreciate. They don't
sure,
depreciate. So I'm like, yeah, give me that $16,000 bag. So when I flip it in, 10 years, it's $24,000. That would be great.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
An
No,
investment
not even sure.
piece.
It does make sense. It makes sense. It is like
Yeah.
a yes, an investment piece. But I agree. Like in terms of like looking at it, there, whatever. And Walmart has knockoff ones. You can get this bag if you like it.
I
Well, I think
know. Don't you have a tote bag that says this is
I
my
do.
Birkin or something? What does it say?
No, it is literally like a tote, but like the plastic. So it's like a grocery bag, but the
Yes.
outside of it looks like a Birkin, and I love that because it's camp. And
Because
at
it's
that
camp.
point, it's just full on camp and it's
Right.
silly, and that's what I love about that
Oh
bag.
my God. If they made a full glittery sequins Birkin bag, I might be
Well,
into it. Let me see.
I
Glittery. I love
what
glitter. Birkin bag. A
I don't
very
want to.
Sharpay Evans Birkin bag.
She had a.
They do have one. They have a pink glittery. Oh no, that's not real. It says it's $62. That's not real.
I'm pretty sure Sharpay had a Birkin. Like Google that.
I cannot imagine Disney found a Birkin for
Oh,
Sharpay
she.
Evans.
I know her boots like what, and especially in High School Musical 3, she was wearing like Versace boots. Like she specifically in the third one, like had
Versace boots
very,
is one thing. A Birkin bag is another thing.
maybe she didn't. I'm looking at it now and like yeah, she did. Or is this a Birkin? No, it's not. I'm like, but she like the Disney girls were wearing like not non-designer. Like remember that Raven dress?
Yeah.
Like Ravens and like they
Yes.
all are designer down. Hannah Montana was wearing
100%.
designer. Like I'm like they
100%.
weren't actively in. They were like LOL, high school, middle school kids wearing designer kids in school, just casually wearing Donatella Versace to
Isn't
middle
that
school.
crazy? Yeah,
Yeah,
like Raven had on some like Manolos or something. And I'm
yeah,
like, what? Like this is
it's kind
crazy.
of crazy.
If anybody has a Hannah Montana wig that I can borrow for my other podcast, Black People Love Paramore, let me know, and that'd be great.
Get one.
I'm poor, Ryan. I don't have a job.
You know what? Make an Amazon wish list. That's what we should do.
Oh my
Make an
God.
Amazon.
If I make an Amazon wish list with my Hannah Montana wig, will you guys buy it? Would
Let
you
us
purchase
know.
me
Let,
it?
let
Thank you
us know
so
if you want
much.
to make Sequoia's wishes come true, and we will. Let us know in the comments below. Rate us 5 stars and tell us. Give us some pink fingernail emojis or some wig emojis. Do they have a wig emoji?
They have
Give,
like a
give
hair, that hair flip
hair emoji.
emoji? They have like that. Yeah.
Give us a hair emoji in the comments below if you're ready to help Sequoia get her Hannah Montana wig. I love this. That's all we have for you today. Don't forget you can follow us on all of our social pages at Freshly Popped. Like, subscribe, and keep listening everywhere you get your podcast. And we will keep this conversation going with you. And we'll see you tomorrow, everybody. You've been popped.